Here we have Jacob returning to the place where it all began, to Bethel, the place where he rested his head on a stone so many years ago and had the vision of angels descending and ascending, Jacob's ladder. The same place where nearby Abraham pitched a tent upon hearing and following the call of God and the promise of God. And it's here that God reiterates that promise to Jacob, promising that a nation and a company of nations will come from him, and that the land that was given to his grandfather Abraham and his father Isaac would now be given to him and to his offspring. And just after that promise is given, Jacob's wife, the love of his life, Rachel, dies in childbirth, and shortly after, his father Isaac dies. I don't think it's an accident that God called Jacob to go to Bethel at the time that he did. His family had just been through horrific trauma with the rape of his daughter and the slaughter of a town, and now he had lost his love and his father. But in the midst of it all, God sent him back to that place where he had first seen God and proclaimed, "The Lord is in this place." The name Bethel means house of God. And where is God's house for us? Where is God's house for you? Where are those places or moments or people where we can go when we need a reminder of God's promise? Whether it's the church or a place of prayer at home, or a trusted friend or spouse, or even out in nature. I pray that you have a place and a way of finding that peace and that comfort. And above all, I pray that you might know that God's promises are sure, that God's promise is true, that in the midst of trials and difficulties, like Jacob, we can go back to the house of God and rest securely in his presence.